Hi, I'm Mia, and I'm a firm believer of you don't need to spend a lot of money to look really good. You may have already gathered from the title and the intro, but we are in fact doing a full face of affordable makeup today. Now you may be thinking, hey, something looks a little different, and I don't have brows on, because I'm actually going to do my brows to show you that I'm using two affordable options. These are both from Covergirl. They're part of the Clean Fresh collection. This is a brow pomade pencil, and then this is their clear brow gel. Create and fill in a brow tail. This is so ridiculously creamy because, again, it's more like a pomade type consistency, but in a pencil form. And then I brush the front so it doesn't look all blocky and like 2016-y. So I have my brow filler in the shade Soft Brown, but I feel like it's just a little off. I've never found a really good color match for my brows before, so c'est la vie. This is the Brow Enhancer Gel Wax. Like I said, I actually really like this. It keeps my hairs in place, and it's actually clear without that white, like, nasty residue. And it doesn't make my brows all crunchy like some gels do. And again, I feel like my brows look a little dark, but I have the shade Soft Brown, so realistically that should be like the second or third lightest shade, but I worked with what I had. This is what I have. Before I forget, I'm going to put on some lip balm because my lips are super dry today. This is just Aquaphor Lip Repair. This palette is going to be a complete first impression because I just realized I didn't have very many affordable or accessible eyeshadow options. So this is from Milani. This is one of their Gilded mini palettes in the shade Whiskey Business. It's just a whole bunch of matte neutrals. So we're going to take a little bit of this shade and just start packing that there. Oh. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that. And we're just going to repeat the process on the other eye because I have no idea what eyeshadow look I'm doing today. This is a figure it out as we go kind of thing. On a super fluffy brush, I'm taking this very light, very neutral brown, and I'm just going to start to blend out that original brown shade. So I'm taking a mix of the two darker shades on this like flat brush, and I'm going to start creating a little V on the outer corners and crease. It looks a little messy, don't worry. And then with the clean brush, I'm just going to start to blend out those deeper shades. I don't know why, but 9 times out of 10, my left eye turns out better than my right eye. I don't know why. It's a thing that I've noticed. I picked this up when I was at Target today too. This is the Finest Fleck Glitter Eyeshadow from e.l.f. in the shade Champagne Showers. I saw some people say this was supposed to be a dupe for the Urban Decay Space Cowboy shadow. Hello? And I think that's a lie because I have Space Cowboy and it is much sparklier than this. This is a little sad, I'm not gonna lie. I'm also going to go in with some of the Moira Cosmetics Starshow Shadow Pot in the shade Literally, just to help. See, there we go. Just to help to give it a little extra oomph. I'm not loving my eyes because I don't usually go this heavy when I do like a neutral toned look. So I'm going to emphasize that even more with black liner. Don't question my logic here. This is from NYX. This is the Epic Wear Liner Stick in the shade Pitch Black. I'm not doing a lot. I'm just doing a little on my waterline and then the outer corner of my eye. I am so tired. I dog sat last night, so I slept at a place that isn't usually my own, and I just could not fall asleep for the life of me. Like, I went to sleep around 10:30 because I worked, so I was tired anyways. I just had the most fitful sleep, and I woke up at like 5 and couldn't fall back asleep. So, yay. Love that for me. I got a new pack of Faux Mink Wispies from Ardell. The pack was $16, but it works to $4 a pair of lashes, so. And I'm also just brushing the lashes out a bit with a spoolie. That way it helps remove kind of like that plastic and stiffness from it. But I'm going to put my lashes on off camera because that's not something fun to watch. But I just wanted to show and tell you what lashes I will be using. So I'm not loving this lash. I'm going to be completely honest here. So I changed my lashes. These are the Ardell Demi Wispy Faux Mink lashes. They are a go-to lash for me because they're a little flared, but they don't take up my entire eyelid space with how curled up they are. So to prep my skin, I'm going to go in with the Byoma Hydrating Serum. I got this on a whim at Target once, and it's really nice. It's nice, it's light, it's hydrating. Also, if anyone has any movie recommendations, please let me know. I have been trying to watch more new to me movies over the past year instead of rewatching like the same 10. So in 2024, I watched 165 new movies. I know that's a lot, but a lot of them I watched over the course of a few days or when I was doing my makeup or things like that. So, but yeah, if anyone has any movie recommendations, I will gladly accept them. This is from NYX. This is the Plump Right Back Serum Primer. But so far, I have watched 15 new movies in January alone. I actually just watched one today. It was called Do the Right Thing, and it was directed by Spike Lee in 1989 and had Giancarlo Esposito in it, which I did not know until I was looking at Letterboxd. This is the L'Oreal Paris True Match Super Blendable Foundation. I have mine in the shade N1. And even though there are certain movie genres that I really, really don't like, I will watch them. Because sometimes there is a hidden gem. Like, I don't really like sci-fi movies, but I watched Invasion of the Body Snatchers over the summer. And that movie is so good. Like, it's not overly sci-fi, but it's still sci-fi in nature. But I loved it. It was fantastic. For concealer, I'm actually going to take a little bit of this Thread Face It Complexion Stick in 001 and use that as a concealer. I got it at Target with every purpose of using it as a foundation stick, but this is too light even for me, so concealer it is. And now that I look just a little crazy, we're just going to go ahead and blend this in. Just want a little bright under eye effect today. Mostly to counteract the slightly too dark foundation. This is the e.l.f. Camo Liquid Bronzer and Contour in the shade Too Fair / Light. So I actually did pick this up when it first launched, but I don't know where mine went. But you know, naturally, since I bought a new one, that means my original one is going to show up. I don't know where my angled brush is, so I guess I'm just using this one from the Morphe X Ariel collab. I usually prefer a more neutral toned bronzer anyways because I feel like true contours make me look a little too sunken and sallow, but I obviously don't want to look orange with like a warm bronzer. So this is like a good in between. Since I don't have a lot of cream blush options, I'm actually just going to powder my face and go in with a new powder blush that I want to try. So I'm just going in with one of my favorite powders, which is the Wet n Wild 5-in-1 primer plus finish powder. I don't know how you could prime for this, but I love using this as a sand powder. So this is actually from the ULTA Beauty collection. This is the Flushed Blush Powder Blush in the shade Cotton Candy. So I'm going to take a slightly denser brush and just hope for the best here. Oh yeah, that, yeah. And I know I'm going a little ham on the blush, but Blush Blindness, never heard of her. I also don't have a whole lot of highlighters in my collection that are more affordable, because I feel like drugstore brands don't make a whole lot of highlighters. But this is from Colourpop. This is the Super Shock highlighter in the shade Flexitarian. She is my ride or die. I have literally been using this since, like, not this specific one, but this formula since 2017. And, you know, rightfully so, because gorgeous, stunning, 10 out of 10, no notes. I feel like I've been using it a lot lately, but this is the Maybelline Lifter Liner Lip Liner Pencil in the shade On It. I feel like maybe this lip liner was not the right choice to go with this blush. So I was right, my original lip liner was too dark for this look. This is the Milani Color Statement Lip Liner in the shade Natural. And then I'm going to do a little bit of definition with the e.l.f. Cream Glide Lip Liner in Baddest Beige. Just a little, just on like the Cupid's bow and this part of my lower lip. Now I'm going in with the e.l.f. Glow Reviver Lip Oil in the Glimmer finish, and this is in the shade Princess Cut, which is kind of like a neutral pink. So I need to go fix my hair, but I will be back in a second, I promise. And this is the finished look. Like I said, you can substitute the light and dark brown for literally a light and dark shade of any color, and then a similar shimmer shade, and you're all set. But this base, the L'Oreal foundation, is so underrated. It's beautiful, and I love it. God, I really need to apply some color to my roots because they're looking a little gross, not gonna lie. But it was also a really good idea to change that lip liner because this suits the blush so much better. Also, tell me why the day after I wash my hair, my bangs look weird, but like, if I go to film something tomorrow, they're gonna look fantastic. Also, this is the last video with these nails. I'm getting them done tomorrow, finally. We're gonna be doing little Valentine's Day nails, so. Hearts, literally.